good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Dima, Mario Brothers music. So, guys, Auburn Preach had a pretty big video on YouTuber Donovan Sharp and pretty much exposed him for, number one, being a liar, and not only a liar, a grifter, and also a red pill fraud. That's right. He's dating a single mom. He's been lying about it and all of that. But like Donovan had a pretty interesting collaboration with mediocre tutorials and reviews and just pearly things. And one of the things that, the red pill sort of dating coach community does is they'll go ahead and start telling a lot of simp tales, right? Letting you know where they were and where they are now. And kind of like, how they found the red pill. Just kind of, you would figure with somebody like in the Christian church, they used to be a sinner, like a church music. I used to be sinning, but then I found the Lord. I said the Lord. I said the Lord. I said the Lord. Yeah, right? And so, but now I don't sin anymore because I found Jesus, and the things I used to do, I don't do anymore. That's no different from what you see from the red pill dating coach scene. I used to be a simp, and let me explain how much I used to be a simp in order to align with you, who is still the blue pill simp, so you can buy my course, so then you can also stop simping. Can I get a ooh sound effect? But you see, what I'd like to do is to play this excerpt from Just Pearly Things in Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews, so you can hear it, and then we'll come back.
I'm gonna give you guys the Reader's Digest version of the girl that I love the most. This story it's absolutely crazy. To make a very long story very short, I started paralegal school when I was 31 years old, and there's this hot 19-year-old in my class. We took a shine to each other immediately, right? It was a great relationship. We spent every day together, blah 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 blah. Red flag number one that I didn't even think about. One day, I had a headache in class because I suffer from migraines, and she recognized that. She says, "What's wrong?" I said, "Well, I've got a headache." She's like, "All right." Reaches into her purse, and she gives me this big white pill. I'm like, "What is that?" She says, "It's Vicodin." And I was like, "All right." So I took the Vicodin. Headache is gone. What's a 19-year-old doing with a bag full of Vicodin, right?
She's a drug dealer, right?
No problem at all. Red flag number two, she had homemade tattoo on her wrist, right? Told me she got it when she was 15. Hold on. Red flag number three. Stay with me. Red flag number three. She had a 6-year-old. She was 19 years old who had a 6-year-old, which means what, class? She had her child at 13, which means she was having sex at 12. It gets even better. The baby daddy was in prison at the time we were dating.
Oh.
Statutory EPAR. Here's the reason why they didn't throw the book at him with Jessica's Law. It's because she testified to the jury that she seduced him, and the jury actually bought it. So let's set the scene. So my birthday, I open up Facebook to get all the birthday love. She left her account open on my computer on Facebook. I scrolled through, saw all kinds of stuff, drove to her place. I said, "I want you to be honest with me. Have you cheated on me?" I wanted her to lie to me, and I wanted her to lie to me so I could just keep up the delusion. She said, "Honestly, yes." That is the worst emotional pain I've ever felt in my life. To this day, I never will. Dude, I went to her bathroom, I puked, ripped off the necklace. She's blowing me up at work all day long. I'm sorry. I can't pick up the phone. So finally, I picked up the phone. She's like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I want to spend the rest of my life with you, da-da-da-da-da." She's like, "Look, I want to come to your place. I have a birthday surprise for you." So she comes over. She has like this little cupcake, and she bought me a watch that she knew I was looking at. Then she turns around, lifts up her shirt. There was my name tattooed on the small of her back. Dude, my hand to the man. So I was back in her clutches. It was all downhill from there. Guys, this story gets so much worse.
How old were you?
I was 31. I was 31 years old. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say 17.
Oh, no. So she continued cheating on me, right? So I'm always trying to catch her. I lost my job. I lost the place that I was at. The car that I had was paid for because I paid cash for it. It broke down. I didn't have a job, so I couldn't get it fixed. I'm evicted. I ended up having to live with a couple of her drug addict friends in a quasi crack house. Both people were on felony probation.
What?
You can't make this up. Both people, the guy and the girl, were on probation for felony possession. They were on felony probation, ankle bracelets, the whole nine. And so I lived there, and so I had to live there, right? And so finally, and I kept trying to get back with her. September 16th. Baby daddy gets out of prison. Okay.
So see, let me kind of talk about this. Okay, this is very important. Number one, Donovan likes to hear himself talk. I think really he feels like he's the smartest person in the room and he has a lot to say, which is, it's the furthest thing from the truth. He should be the person saying the least because he has actually nothing to add to the conversation. All right. So he's trying to tell you guys that to let you know his journey in the red pill, where he is now. The problem is, stop the show. He still is there. You were simping then at 31 and you're still simping now. You're still getting low quality stuff then. And as it appears, low quality stuff now. And this is not to take a shot at, Donovan's first girlfriend or whoever he's with now. I'm not dealing with that. The reason why Donovan can't upgrade himself or the woman that he's dealing with is because Donovan is a low quality person. That's the whole thing. You can try to disguise it with money or disguise it with vernacular or disguise it with, you have friends in the red pill community and stuff like that. The reality is Donovan's a con artist, in my honest opinion. When you're a con artist and you're a fraud, you don't get the best of anything. People see you for what you are. And you used to be a simp. Come to find out you still are a simp and you still simping. You're just trying to act like, you're not simping anymore. The only difference now is you can sell that product to these other simps and act like, you have what they need when you don't. And I don't know how I'm on this guy's email list. Like all the time I am just bombarded with emails and discounts and buy this course. And it's like, bro, did you even listen to your own course? Because how are you selling something to guys to help them when you're suffering from the same thing? Number one, you're a liar. Number two, you're super simp. Number three, number one and two is correct. Follow number one and two. And you're still doing the same things you've been doing later on in life. You didn't grow, bro. Only thing that you've learned how to do is regurgitate some of the talking points in the red pill. You got into the business side of red pill social media content creation, but you don't live what you talk about. Like for me, stop the show. I do a little simping every now and then. I'm just going to keep it real, right? In tricking, y'all know I love tricking. Like it's just, I have a video called I Walked in the Club and instantly started tricking. So we're not even going to go on to that with me. We know I be simping sometimes. Every now and then, especially around about November, December time is when I do my best and when I get paid, as you know. But this guy acts like he never simps. And if you have to lie to sell products to people because you're not innovative or talented enough to actually work and do what you need to do, that's interesting. And again, that whole story about dealing with a crackhead, it just blows my mind because for him, that would be just as bad as dealing with a single mom, right? We've heard it and he still didn't elevate. And the more you talk, bro, the worse you make yourself look. You're not helping yourself look better. You're not convincing anybody to spend money with you. You're actually like, wow, this guy is a fraud. And of course, this is what you get with Donovan Sharp. I mean, this is hilarious. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.